So I heard that there's a new season of Attack on Titan airing this season, and you definitely want to get caught up before this season ends, correct? Well, we're going to do that in less than a month. How's it going, guys? Foul Plays here, and today we are going to be starting one of the greatest anime of our generation. Some may call it a modern classic, as it should be, and we are going to be doing it in less than a month. It's going to be a very fast-paced journey, but it's going to be well worth it in the end because you'll be able to experience the anime alongside the rest of the anime community. But before we get into anything, don't forget to smash that like button down below, and don't forget to click subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And while you're down there, go ahead and comment down below. I try to reply to every single comment, and you might be featured in one of my videos, just like this person, this wonderful person. He's a pretty cool guy. But without further ado, let's get right into the series. Now, going into this, we are going by 3 episodes a day, which equals out to be 21 episodes a week. Now, during the first week, we're going to be covering the first 3 arcs of the story, and one of the arcs will actually carry on over into the second week. Now, heading on into the first arc, we head on into the fall of Shingen, and I probably just butchered that, but it doesn't matter. And this pretty much sets up everything. It sets up the world and everything that it's going to be about, and it gives us a little bit of a history into how the world is the way that it is. During this arc, we learn about our protagonist, Eren Yeager and Mikasa Ackerman, who live inside of a kingdom that is blocked by walls to ensure the creatures called Titans don't enter the kingdom. During this, we learn about their tragic backstory with their mother being eaten alive by Titans. Because of this event happening as a kid, Eren develops a pure hatred for Titans, and this begins the whole story and drives Eren to where we are in the current season. We also get a little bit of backstory between Eren and Mikasa and what their story entails in the past. Now, heading on into the next arc, we head on into the Battle of Trost District. And this is when we really get to learn about Eren's powers and all that it entails, and we also get to meet one of the best characters in the anime, Captain Levi. You know, the one guy that everybody talks about. You know. Now, something that happens during this arc is that we get to see Eren go on trial for his powers, as it is something that has never been seen inside the walls. So they wonder about how his powers work and if he's with the military or against the military. We also get introduced to another character named Hanches, who studies how Titans work, and alongside Levi wants to keep Eren alive to be able to study on him and also to use his powers for the military's gain. Heading on to the next arc, we get a little bit of a training arc dubbed the 104th Training Corps arc, and gonna be honest, this arc is just a training arc for the main trio. Nothing really gets explained in this, and really this is just showing the rankings between the division and who's the captains and who's the leaders and all of that. This really just shows the political side of the military in the Attack on Titan universe. Heading on into the last arc of the week, we head on into the Female Titan arc, and I'm gonna be honest, this arc was the arc that got me hooked. During this arc, we get to learn a little bit about the outside world and what is actually happening. Now, this is where I would say that shit gets real. During this arc, we learn a bunch of stuff, such as learning about another Titan that is alive in the walls, and we also get to meet another person who has similar powers to Eren, but also has a different outlook on life. And during this arc, we get to play a little game of Among Us and figure out who has breached the wall and is now infiltrating the military. Heading on into the next arc, we start the Royal Government arc. And in this arc, we learn a little bit more about the world and everything that it entails. This arc also sees us learning about Kenny the Ripper, who is Levi's uncle. And yes, it is a play on Jack the Ripper. And guess what? He's also a serial killer. And in this part of the story, him and his soldiers are pretty much trying to kill the whole entire soldiers. And so not only do the people in the walls have to worry about the Titans, but they also have to worry about Kenny and his crew as well. And we also get to learn a little bit about Eren's powers and what it entails for the story. Now, heading on into week 3, which covers episodes 43 all the way to 63, we finally wrap up the Royal Government arc, and we finally get to learn about the history of the walls. Now we begin one of the best arcs of the series, being the return to Shingen. Now I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the hypest moments of the whole series, of course disregarding season 4. And at this point, this is pretty much where you get a whole bunch of info dump. Legit, there is so much lore that is dropped in just this one segment of this story. And during this, we learn a little bit of history about the Titans and just everything about them. We get to learn a little bit about the outside world more, and that there was a whole nother civilization. It's just crazy shit that just gets dropped out of nowhere. Not only do we get a bunch of lore dropped on us at this point, but this is where I would say that the turning point of the war happens within the walls. Also, I might have cried during this arc because of reasons. You know why. Don't lie. You cried. And if I'm being completely honest, this is one of my favorite arcs in all of Attack on Titan. And also, this is the last arc that is done by Wit Studios. Heading on into week 4, you finally reach the final season of Attack on Titan. Congratulations, by the way. Now, heading on into week 4, you're finally at the final season, and we start off with episode 63. And I don't really want to get into anything spoilery. All I want to say is that it's fucking wild, and you have two factions that agree on peace but don't know how to get it. And you're in for one of the best wars of all of anime. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, go ahead and smash that like button down below, and don't forget to click subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And if you have an anime that you want to try to complete in less than a month, let me know down in the comment section below. And no, we're not doing how to watch One Piece in less than a month. That is almost nearly impossible, you fucking idiot. So don't forget to check out any of my other how to watch videos. I make these guides on a regular, so it does help out the channel if you go and check them out. And without further ado, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I'm Foul Place, and I'm out.